Girl, where have you been? I haven't seen you at work in a while.
Girl, I quit and started my own business.
Really? That's amazing. How did you do it?
Well, I've been listening to this Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast, and it really helped me change my mindset from an employee to a CEO.
All that from a podcast?
Yes, the Beauty Boss Millionaire walks you through the process of starting a business and making your first million.
I need that in my life. I need someone to help me.
Just go to beautybossmillionaire.com or pull it up on your favorite podcast app. It's time to boss up.
Welcome back to the Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast with daily on-the-go episodes packed with testimonies and business tips to help you create financial freedom through entrepreneurship. Hosted by the owner of Fracassi Lashes and the Blow Dry Lounge, the Beauty Boss Millionaire herself, Falicia Fracassi.
Welcome back to Beauty Boss Millionaire. I'm your host, Falicia Fracassi, and the objective of today's episode is to go over the characteristics of a good salesperson. Because being a salesperson in your business is not just simply selling, with a bland personality. It's actually quite the opposite. Good salespeople have an exciting personality. They're enthusiastic individuals with resilience, and they know how to meet their customers' needs through words and showing empathy and just having confidence. You also have to know how to handle rejection. You're going to get a lot of no's before you get a lot of yeses. And you have to learn to pace yourself. You don't want to be that person talking so much and you're not letting them speak as well. And I've had to learn this in business in general, just how there is an art to selling. And it's to the point now where I can sell just about anything to anyone that comes into my stores by just focusing on the benefits. But first, let's go back to the characteristics of a good salesperson. 1, you must be delightful. You can't be, this miserable person, always having an attitude. It seems like you're irritated when someone asks you a question. Learn to kind of warm your personality up a little bit. A lot of times people make a lot of excuses as to why they're not good salespeople, but leaders fix things that they're not good at. The whole point of life is to be well-rounded in all areas. You don't have to be the best, but you should be able to at least learn and be willing to learn on how to alter your personality a little bit to cater to the masses, which are people that's going to help your business. This is all going to make you money by simply making little adjustments, trying to smile a little more. I've gone to so many businesses, and upon walking in, I walked right back out. Attitudes, looks like you got beef with someone when you walk in the store. You're like, do we have a problem? I've walked into places where no one even was kind enough to greet anyone. There was no enthusiasm. I'm not looking for a whole circus. All I'm simply asking for is the basic things, like you kind of greet someone when you walk in. I even understand when it gets busy that you might not be greeted because it's a busy operation. But as you as a salesperson in your business, take the effort and take that time out to say, hi, welcome, or hey, how can I help you? You have to put on that sales face. And my mother taught me this as a kid. She would be yelling at all of us around the house. But as minute as that phone rang, she turned into a whole different personality. And that's when I learned, so she's switching modes up. And when you're in sales, you have to almost switch into the sales person that you envision that's a gentle salesperson that can sell anything. You have to have this level of confidence. You want to have a sense of being analytical, have all of your facts together, and be ready to answer some questions. People always want to ask questions. And that's good that they ask the questions because in their mind, there's this doubt. And when they verbalize the doubt in a question, you have to be prepared to respond to that doubt accordingly so you can win that sale. You must be resilient. You can't be all sad when people don't want your product. A lot of times people will sell for a good day or two and they just say, I'm not good at it. Well, there's going to be a better day. And sometimes people even come back to you after they've said no. They wait a little bit and they come back. So you have to learn the art of being patient and being resilient. Another good skill that I think is top on my list is being attentive. I'm a very attentive person, and good salespeople understand that each customer has different needs. So you have to actively listen to the person. And through listening, you can create the deal that they're going to value and they're going to want. The next thing is be really thorough. A good salesperson should be an expert in what they're selling, demonstrating that your knowledge makes you way more reputable in the customer's eyes. So be thorough with your sale and all those selling points. Go through the whole thing. Don't leave anything out, but also don't be long-winded. The next characteristic that I think you should really focus on is just being an empathetic person. Connecting with your customers' emotions can tell you what they really want from that sale. Be appealing to their statements so you can meet their needs in new ways. And one thing that I have noticed in all of my beauty stores, I always hear a lady explain what they're going through, and I just listen. I stay quiet and I let them speak. The floor is theirs. Don't be rude. Don't talk over them. And just kind of listen. And they'll tell you what's happening in their life and why they want your product. If you're selling clothes, they may say, look, I just had a baby. Nothing's been fitting me right. Can you help me find something? Boom. Now you know what to be sensitive about. Don't go find no hoochie mama clothes because she wants to probably look a certain way to be able to cover up the mama belly until she gets it down. Or for example, they come in my store and they want to look beautiful again. That's where I jump in and I say, okay, well, I think this may work. I suggest this. How long do you want to wear them? Or sometimes people just say, hey, look, I'm going on a vacation. I need A, B, and C. I need this to last this long. And you as the expert have to be able to meet their needs. Recommend the right things for your customers so that they're happy and you're happy. Because the worst thing you can do is sell them something that they don't need. They will lose trust in you and they will lose trust in that company. So make sure you're offering the right products and listening to their needs. There's been so many times in business where I simply just listened, especially down south where I'm in different markets. Each state requires me to be a different person. Just because up north, they don't really like saying yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. They don't like all that. But in the South, I literally have to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am to people. I don't kind of get mad about it. You know, when you're in Rome, do what they do in Rome. If I were to go to Italy or Spain or anywhere else, I would do whatever their custom is because you have to learn to be adaptable and flexible. And for some reason, people think it's the utmost respect, even though I'm a straight up New Yorker. They think down south where in Florida that the utmost respect is to say yes, ma'am, or no, ma'am. And sometimes I forget, like I was in Buffalo, New York last week, and I flew in from Florida, and I was working on the store, and I slipped up with my New York girls. They're over 50. And I said, yes, ma'am. And they said, oh, Lord, please don't ever call me ma'am. You make me feel old. Please stop. And I thought it was so funny because once again, I had to switch up my sales skills to adjust and adapt to the right area. So in sales, you're going to have a really good personality. You're going to have to smile a little bit more. You're going to have to give a little bit of your energy, take it up a notch. Because energy is contagious. If you're happy, they're going to be happy. If they're greeted with a warm smile, they're probably going to smile. If you're looking all dry, looking like you're tired from the night before, they're going to say, you know, I'm just probably inconveniencing this person. I probably need to leave. And that's really how it's about. You know, your energy needs to match. You need to know your facts. You have to be resilient if someone says no, and you got to keep going. And you keep going and keep going. And those sales turn into dollars. And that's how you sustain in business. Up next, we're going to get into part 2 of what creates a good salesperson, all the characteristics that you're going to need to be able to sell. Stay tuned for the next Beauty Boss Millionaire.
That's it for today. Tune in tomorrow for the Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast. And don't forget to follow the Beauty Boss Millionaire, Falicia Fracassi, on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Beauty Boss Millionaire.
For exclusive content on how to make millions in your business, go to beautybossmillionaire.com and click on Become a Patron to gain access to patron-only episodes, Beauty Boss Millionaire t-shirts, and a private Facebook group with live streams with me, Falicia Fracassi. Also, if these are really helpful, please review, rate, and share, or just send the link to someone who may need this. See you tomorrow.